this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that? Cause I ain't liking nothing. Yeah, yeah, can I hit that?
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 31-yard line.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 34.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Kamara. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 27. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Bridgewater on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and the Bengals have a first down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Going with their tight end on fourth. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Bridgewater's pass.
Tre'Quan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Cincinnati.
Bridgewater now from the 50. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way, just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. That's taken in by Higgins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31.
The 1-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 38.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21. Ravens 14. Jason Myers set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On 1st down, Carson And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 10 at the Bengals' 10-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Tua going to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Carson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Julian Blackmon. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Kamara trying again. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Ravens 17.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive?
It got his man complete.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
28, Ravens 25. Jason Myers set.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's third down.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Carson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Able to find Higgins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
41, Alvin Kamara.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Short yardage, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Gain of 11 on the play.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater looking middle, and it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Bridgewater. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Travis Kelce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Tua. It's caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Bengals' 3-yard line.
They run again with Carson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Carson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game.
He is good. Makes the score Ravens 39, Bengals 35. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Second and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Bridgewater steps away to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To throw is Tua. His throw incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Ravens 46, Bengals 35. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First down, Bengals.
First down, Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
8 yards.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris Carson on the carry. Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
41.
Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Baltimore, They boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.